Please welcome my good friend, Governor Chet.
Well, thank you, Lieutenant Governor Judge, for your very kind introduction, and thanks to all of you for a very warm welcome. It's great to be here this evening. Before I begin, I want to take a few moments to recognize our Lieutenant Governor. For many years, Patty Judge has not only been a great friend to me and my family, but also a great partner. I want to start by recognizing a special duty the Lieutenant Governor has, and she talked a little bit about it a moment ago. I appointed Lieutenant Governor Judge as my Homeland Security Advisor, and in this role she has been utterly indispensable during the preparation and response to the destructive tornadoes and massive flooding that has hit our state. This was also the case during the difficult winter storms in February of 2007. Throughout these fights, she's always been there. She works tirelessly at the State Emergency Operations Center, guiding our state's emergency response. And sometimes, folks, it literally is 24 hours a day. She's also been there during the critical damage assessment phase, using her experiences as a farmer and Secretary of Agriculture to ensure in part that rural Iowa is not forgotten as our state begins down the road to recovery. Finally, she's always been there and will continue to be there as we rebuild our state and chart our course to a brighter and even stronger future. So for all of that, I want to thank you, Patty, for your outstanding and capable leadership and for being a great partner in the Culver Judge team. Thank you. Tonight, as the Governor of Iowa, I am proud to join so many Iowa Democrats. It's also great to see so many former elected officials that have joined us. Attorney General Bonnie Campbell, Governor Vilsack, Leader Dick Myers, and so many others that are here tonight. Former Lieutenant Governor Sally Peterson, Jim Autry. It's just great to see us all coming together. Just 2 years ago, I stood before the party that I love as the candidate for the highest office in the state. You honored me by giving me the nomination of our party and by helping me win the race for governor in 2006. Serving as governor is the greatest honor of my life. So on behalf of Lieutenant Governor Judge and the First Lady, Mary, and our families, we simply want to say thank you. I also want to thank you for electing a terrific House and Senate Democratic team to work with every day. We could not do it without the support of leaders like Mike Ronstall, Jack Kibbe, Pat Murphy, and Kevin McCarthy, and to have Democratic majorities in the Iowa Governor's Office for the first time in more than 40 years is a great honor, and thanks to all of you for making that happen as well. I also want to thank Iowa Democrats for sending Bruce Braley, Dave Loebsack, and Leonard Boswell to Washington for joining the team of our delegation in South America. I want to welcome Senator Carnahan of Missouri. We're pleased tonight that she will be the keynote address. She is a friend of Iowa and a true Democrat. As the First Lady of Missouri and as a U.S. Senator and as the mother of Missouri Secretary of State Robin Carnahan and U.S. Congressman Russ Carnahan, public service runs in the family. I was talking to Robin, her daughter. Robin is now the Secretary of State, and we were acquainted when I was the Secretary of State. And I used to talk to her about how public service must really be in the blood for both of us in terms of this family tradition of public service. And she looked at me and she said, Chet, that's true, but she said, I call it a genetic defect. And we have no choice in the matter. But we are both very blessed to have parents that have committed their lives to public service. And so please give Robin in particular my best, Jean. And we want to thank you as well for the great work that you did with your late husband, Governor Mel Carnahan and Senator Carnahan, and for the example that both of you set for all of us in public life. Thank you, Chief. Finally, I'd like to thank my bride and incredible First Lady, Mary Culver, who is somehow managing to practice law, deal with all of the responsibilities that come with being parents of a 5-year-old son and 7-year-old daughter, and also handling a lot of responsibilities as First Lady. I'm very proud of the fact that Mary has devoted so much of her time and energy to helping women and shelter services and those in need all across our state. She's also taking a leadership role in terms of helping with the fundraising efforts related to our flood relief and recovery efforts. So for that, Mary, thank you. You know, I want to take a moment to thank all of the Democrats that are being honored tonight. This is really your night, and we are so proud of each and every one of you that are going to be recognized with these awards of distinction. You are going to now be a part of history in terms of the Iowa Democratic Party. And I really can't thank each and every one of you enough for the many contributions that you have made. I've also benefited from the relationships and the friendships that I have developed with the award winners here tonight. And I want to make sure that we remember that for every one person that's receiving an award tonight, there are hundreds of others out there that are doing the same type of work. And we are fortunate and stronger and better as a party because of those out on the front lines, those like Lily Glanton who have committed much of their life to helping Democrats get elected and helping us fight for the causes that we believe in. So let's thank all of those getting awards this evening for their service to our party. I had initially expected to talk tonight about our great Democratic Party. I intended to talk about our party's support for the next President of the United States, Barack Obama. I know that 2008 is going to be a great and historic year for the Iowa Democratic Party. We will send our entire congressional delegation back to Washington, and we will pick up a couple of congressional seats. We will re-elect the dean of our congressional delegation, the great Tom Harkin. And each and every one of us will do our part and send Barack Obama to the White House. You know, I want to talk a little bit about the floods and the challenges that we're facing. I think that would really be the most appropriate use of my time this evening. I want to draw your attention to the heroism of ordinary Iowans statewide in the wake of our devastating floods. We are all proud to be Democrats, but we are all Iowans first. So tonight I'd like to share a couple of things with you. Over the last month, 17 people have been killed in this state and dozens more were injured in tornadoes and unprecedented flooding. This has been a 500-year flood. It is likely this event will go down as one of the 5 worst natural disasters in American history. That's because the scope of this disaster is massive. Almost 350 towns and 45,000 square miles